I told you, bro. They be listening to the stream.
Welcome back to the Over. I'm your host, JD, alongside my co host, he'll be on this side, Barter. Look, today's not a typical Wednesday. We're going to get right into it. It's not going to be a long stream. We have a stream lined up for tonight, so look out for that after the NBA Finals matchup versus the Spurs and Knicks. Today's an unordinary Wednesday because we got a lot to talk about in a sense, and also gonna dive us a little into football where we haven't dived into a little bit. But some major news broke out yesterday with AJ Brown Barter joining the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for a 2028 first round pick and a 2027 fifth round pick. That is the better of New England's two fifths. Okay, no one really cares about that. But they got a first round pick, and A.J. Brown's going to the team that he's been trying to go to for a couple years now because he clearly doesn't like Jalen Hurts. What do you think about it, Barter?
Yeah, interesting Wednesday we have here. We have a handful of NFL topics to discuss. Big trades. It's almost like the NBA season, but NFL terms. Then we have, of course, NBA Finals kickstart. Kicks off tonight, Spurs and Knicks. But as far as the NFL trade AJ Brown to the New England Patriots, I think it's a win-win for both teams. The Philadelphia Eagles are a bunch of whiny wimps when they don't have their way. AJ Brown was tired of it. He was tired of playing with a Black Panther quarterback, someone who wears weird hats, who wear a mustache, and that half of Philadelphia girls on Hinge say they love. AJ Brown's tired of that fan base. He's tired of the city. He's tired of, Gilly and Wallow. He needs a new fresh start. So now he's a New England Patriots. He's with an owner who doesn't love the boring time. He loves a rug and tug time. He's with a coach who says, I don't have time for my wife. I have time for my guma. I love to trade. Drake May has a number one wide receiver now. So if you thought he took a step last year, wait till next season. I'm expecting Drake May to throw for over 4,000 yards next year, probably around 25 to 30 touchdowns. I'm expecting AJ Brown to have at least 10 touchdowns receiving and well over 1,000 yards receiving. I love to trade, but I just said that it doesn't do anything for me. Both teams are not going to even sniff the Super Bowl. And I don't even think the Eagles are the best team in their division.
Mm. Mm.
And that goes the same for the Patriots. It's Bills Mafia and it's Cowboy Central.
Wow. So you rocking with the Bills and you rocking with the Cowboys in the NFC East.
I don't know much, but I knew something.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of with you. I think it's a win-win for both sides. Win-win for both sides. AJ Brown, obviously, for the last 2 years has been bitching. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts gives off the vibe that he's a little soft in a sense, and when he has a wide receiver diva, I feel like he didn't handle that as well. Now that diva's off his back, I think coming into playing with Smitty. Smitty's a guy that's just well liked. Smitty's not a diva whatsoever. Alabama product, Heisman winner. who's ready to take that next role, which is why I feel like is a win-win because Smitty to me was already a wide receiver one. So now I feel like he's going to take over that role pretty smoothly. I feel like the Eagles' offense is going to flow much better now because they're not forcing passes down to A.J. Brown because if they don't, he's going to tweet about it. That's he could be a little locker room cancer. So Drake May has his hands full for sure. We're going to see if it works out with the Pats. I'm kind of surprised the NFL, Roger Goodell, I'm kind of surprised he let this happen. You had a coach in Mike Vrabel who was obviously doing dealings under the table with Deanna Rossini to get an A.J. Brown to the Pats. Maybe there's more to the story that we don't know, is what I'm saying here. Maybe those trips to Arizona, those resorts in Arizona, it wasn't out of love or lust. It was out of A.J. Brown. Okay, maybe he wanted AJ. This was his master plan, and it's finally come into fruition. So props to Mike Vrabel. A good job by him, good job by the Pats to get it done. May gets, like Carter said, May gets his wide receiver one. Hasn't had a wide receiver one yet. And we'll see how the Pats do. I mean, and we'll also see how the Eagles do. The Eagles are a team that they've lost some players now. They've lost some players, so saying the Cowboys going to division isn't that far-fetched. I still don't think the Cowboys have enough pieces, especially defensively. Not really. Offensively, I'm not worried about them. But defensively, I'm not sure if they have enough pieces. I don't even know who their main edge rusher is. Maybe
Quinn
I'm
Williams.
just a casual.
Quinn Williams.
Who's their main edge rusher?
Quinn Williams, Rashard Gary. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try.
That is my
right
fault. I forgot
this.
Quentin Williams. I was thinking more edge, but yeah, Quentin Williams is a pass rusher.
But hey, they might get cold feet and trade for Max Crosby right before the season starts.
That's a possibility. That's where I thought Max Crosby was going to originally. I thought he was going to Dallas.
But also, JD, you have to think of mine. What was the big Cowboy news this offseason? It was Dak Prescott calling off his wedding. When a man calls off his wedding, that only can mean one thing. He was feeling a little risky. So when you have a risky quarterback, you have a gunslinger. And when you have a gunslinger, you have a chance every goddamn Sunday. So I'm taking the Cowboys in a shootout. I think Dak Prescott's going to have one of the best seasons in his career. He's going to throw well over 5,000 yards. And he's probably going to have around 30 to 40 throwing touchdowns. So look for a desperate Dak Prescott that's in the streets once again. A Dak Prescott who wants to be number one on SportsCenter, number one on highlights, number one in the hearts of his female audience. So I'm expecting a big year. Eagles, kind of boring. They're kind of boring. You have Jalen Carter, you have Jordan Davis, you have Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, we're still looking for you after that Super Bowl victory. We're still looking for you. So the team is, I don't think it's all there. And when you lose a big piece like A.J. Brown, I think we're going to start seeing the true colors of Jalen Hurts. He's a front runner. He's a pretender. He's a man who lost his position to a veteran, a Vietnam veteran in Tua in college. Some things just don't go away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a stain on your resume that you just can't get off your neck. Look what is Tua doing now, right? He's competing for a job here in Atlanta for the Atlanta Falcons. So we'll see how the Eagles do. I still think they're a playoff team. I just don't know how good of a playoff team they are. And then for the Pats, I also think they're going to be a playoff team once again. I don't think they make the Super Bowl once again, but I think they're a playoff team once again, competing with the Bills. Bills Mafia, like Barter said, they're always going to be like probably the top team as long as they have Josh Allen, but they're still pieces away too. I mean, Josh Allen's starting to – I don't want to make this Josh Allen show, but Josh Allen's starting to get into that, I don't know, that James Harden category or, just that Luka category, right? Like, you just can't get the big one, right? So maybe this is a year, maybe it's not. I thought last year was the year for him, and they came up short. So that's the big news. A.J. Brown going to the New England Patriots. Eagles get another first-round pick. They're always trying to add picks, and they do that pretty well. The other huge news, Barter, I don't know if you saw this, man. You might have missed this, but huge trade, even bigger than this. The best defensive player in the world is getting traded to the LA Rams, and that's Flash Miles Garrett. Um, I'm gonna get the details right now. Sorry guys, I'm pulling it up. I know Jared Verse was part of the deal. Here we go. So, Browns are finalizing a trade that will send two-time Defensive Player of the Year Miles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams. In exchange for Garrett, the Rams are expected to send Pro Bowl edge, I think he's a two-time Pro Bowler, Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, and another draft pick compensation still being negotiated by the Browns. I'm not mad at the Browns for doing this at all. I'm not going to lie. The return, I think, is worth it. Miles Garrett obviously doesn't want to be there anymore, so it's kind of, as a Giants fan, I pretty much went through this not too long ago with Dexter Lawrence. As much as I loved him, but he didn't want to be a Giant anymore, so it's kind of like, fuck you, get out of here type of thing. And I feel like it was getting to that point with the Browns. It's just like, all right, if you don't want to be here anymore, let's just trade your ass and let's get a haul. And I think they got a haul with, again, two-time Pro Bowler Jared Verse, draft compensation. And Jared Verse is also still pretty young, too. So I think it was a pretty fair trade both ends. And then on the Rams side of things, it's a win-now move, right? SoFi is going to be hosting the NFL Super Bowl this summer. I mean, they're trying to be there. They're trying to have home court advantage for the Super Bowl. So it's a big move, and there's other guys that might be coming out of retirement that we might talk about pretty soon that might join this super team the Rams might have. So it's getting spooky out here, Barter. It's getting spooky.
Yeah, this is a mega trade. This is one of the biggest trades I think we're going to see going forward in a league that we're not making blockbuster trades like this. This reminds me of the NBA. Yeah, I didn't really, I haven't really been keeping up with the NFL news. I'm gonna be honest. So this is the first time hearing this. I guess I've been living on a rock. I don't really give a fuck about the NFL right now. Um, but this is a huge, massive trade. Miles Garrett is one of the best defensive players we have seen in the new generation. He's up there with Lawrence Taylor. He's up there with Darrell Revis. He's just a defensive talent that you don't see much of. Um, but once again, this does not change the needle for me. Of course, the Rams were good. Of course, they had two all-pro wide receivers, an all-pro quarterback, and damn near all-pro running back, and a good backup running back in Blake Corum. And their defense was solid. But expectations is a bitch. And when you go from the Cleveland Browns to the best thing we're going to get this week, just seeing if you're going to get a sack, to, hey, every Sunday you're expected to win, those expectations can kill you very quickly. So if Myles Garrett doesn't have, let's say, 6 sacks by the time week 7 rolls around, we're going to be looking back like was he that good, or was he just playing hard to stat pat for he can somehow make it to the Hall of Fame? So I think a lot of pressure is going to be built there. This whole rumors about Aaron Donald coming out of retirement, you can go ahead and put that in the coffin. This man is paid. This man's married. He has a good family. He's working out. He's looking good. He still has all his faculties. He's not touching the field again. Let's be honest. But the Rams defense is looking pretty good. They traded for Trent McDuffie earlier in the offseason as the Chiefs gave up on him. Now you have Myles Garrett. Now you have a good linebacker core with Landman. You have good defensive tackles. Now you have Myles Garrett. You have 2 cornerbacks. Your guys are loaded, but with expectations comes a lot of pressure, and let's see if they can fold. It's almost like the Lakers saying, "Hey, we have the whole entire team now. Let's just make it to the finals because we know we're gonna have home court advantage." That's a lot of pressure. But I like the trade. It wakes up the NFL offseason. Let's do something, because after the draft, it's pretty lame. It's pretty lame until training camp starts. And even training camp starts, what? We got people hurdling over bags and catching balls and talking about what car or what girl are they passing around this offseason. Guys, it gets pretty boring. So, JD, I don't know how you feel about this. It's a mega trade, but once again, it does not move the needle for me. I'm not excited. It's the fucking Rams. I barely watch them anyway. But shout out to them. They did winning a couple backs last year. Shout out to FanDuel, shout out to DraftKings, and shout out to everyone that allows me to win money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a big trade, but I agree with Carter where expectations is different, right? Like you're going from playing with the Browns where you guys are basically tanking every game to a team that's expected to win every game and win an NFL Super Bowl. So expectations do change. I think Myles Garrett is up for the task, though. He is probably one of the best defensive players I've ever seen in my lifetime. Um, and if you compare him with this guy we just have on the screen now, and Aaron Donald, who is arguably, I don't even think arguably, but the best nose tackle, best defensive tackle in the NFL history. I think, man, that defense can be scary. A guy like Aaron Donald, who, I mean, even in the year that he retired, he was getting triple teamed almost every single play. So you can't do that anymore. If you have a Myles Garrett on the edge, you can't triple team or double team him. So I think that defensive line can get real scary. I think that team can get real scary. I think it really is going to be on Matt Stafford. Can he keep up that MVP style of play? Which is, I mean, he's getting up there in age, guys. I mean, he's one injury. He's always been kind of injury rattled or injury prone a little bit. It's always like these small gimmicky injuries, but any given moment, I mean, they're probably gonna have to put in that Ty Simpson if something happens. And do you really want to rely on Alabama Ty Simpson to get you over the hump? I don't know, because that is their backup, right, Barter? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's their backup. So we'll see with the Rams. Like Barter said, I'm not fully bought in yet. But I can see them being the Super Bowl odds favorites to get there or at least win it. So we're going to move on to the last article, guys. I know if you're in here, you see NBA Finals preview. We're going to get into the NBA Finals. We just had to knock out these big NFL topics first. We are a sports show at the end of the day. The last big NFL topic is my boy. My boy coming home. And you know who that is, Barter. You know who that is. His name is Odell Beckham Jr. Okay? Barter, can you play that song? I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Bro, this is
my
connection's
getting bad. I think I gotta get out of here. I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
My Giants. Obviously, this
Odell Beckham's a dyke. He's a dyke. But go on.
Okay, Barter's just gonna be on his hate and shit today because the Knicks play in the NBA Finals tonight. But I think it's a fun move. I think it's something to get the fans all riled up. Do I think he's actually gonna contribute? Hell no. But are the jersey sales gonna go through the roof? Hell yes, right? And I might cop one too. So I like the move in terms of just the vibes and aesthetically. I think it's cool. If he does, and at the end of the day, this is a low risk, high reward move for the Giants. He's on a vet minimum. So is Juju Schuster, who they also signed for. I don't know why, but they're both on vet minimum. So if they happen to play good, you're only paying them $1.5 million. So great move by the Giants. Great move by John Harbaugh. Obviously, he's changing the culture already. We're not going to get into much to predictions yet. We'll get that closer into the NFL season, but I'm liking what I'm seeing with the Giants. Starting to bring in veteran presences. We're starting to see people rally behind the MAGA quarterback. We're starting to see a lot with the Giants. Abdul Carter's the only oddball out right now. He's still playing like devil's advocate. But we'll get there with Abdul. I mean, he is from Philly. What can you expect? I mean, it's Philly. It's Philly.
Are you done yet?
Oh, do you have a take on this OBJ stuff before I get into the NBA?
Yeah, are you done yet, buddy? Are you done?
Maybe.
All right, first of all, Jalen Hyatt, you need to retire and give Buddy his old number back. That's first of all. So Jalen Hyatt, give back Odell his original jersey number, and I don't know, maybe go join the WNBA. For that's starters. Second of all, Jackson Dart, MAGA rally, Trumpster, the bad look. The bad look, buddy. The bad look. If you feel that way, keep it low key. Respect the locker room. Now it's kind of awkward. I wouldn't be surprised if someone fucks your bitch. Anyways, third overall, Abdul Carter, Abdul Rockbar. That's all I gotta say. But I think the G-Man might surprise a couple people this season. I think Odell Beckham might have at least 100 yards receiving this year. I don't know. He's wearing number 3. He looks slim.
You say he's gonna have at least 100 yards?
Yeah, bro. He looks good, bro.
Bar.
Am I asking for too much?
It's just a wild bar. It's a wild bar.
But the last time we see him, he was complaining about he had to sell cleats to make money. So, hey, come on, man. He has something to play for. The marbles are on the table. He's going to grab them. He's wearing number three. He's looking slim. He's back in New York. It might get a little shaky. He might feel rejuvenated. You might see the Odell Beckham that we once loved and craved every Sunday.
It's a long shot,
Um,
but you
as
know.
for Jackson Dart, we might get a sophomore slump though. It's not a good look to go to a rally knowing that you're going into your second season, knowing you have a new head coach, knowing that there are expectations because we're building a team around you now. It's a bad look. It's a lot of pressure on you. So I wouldn't be surprised by the time week 8 rolls around. We're talking about what quarterback we're going to be drafted next draft. I don't know. Or hey, Jackson Dart might be not even playing by week 6 because he has another concussion. Who knows? But that's my take. Let's hop over to the more exciting sports
Yes, sir.
happening right now with the NBA Finals. Spurs, New York Knicks, Game One, NBA Finals. It's that time of the year when everything you worked for since you're a little kid, everything you worked for since you scrolled up in your dad's sack, everything you worked for from the sleepless nights getting shots up to the sleepless nights because you're stuck in the club getting drunk to telling your girlfriend I can't make it tonight because I'm in a gym and compared to telling your girl I can't make it tonight because I have a game away and I'm with my but anyways, JD, it's game one. It's game one. We finally get to see Jalen Brunson get shut down. We finally get to see some good defenders on this
Here we
bitch
go.
ass. We finally get to see a showcasing for the ages. Expect Wemby to get a nice little double double tonight, probably 28 and 14. Expect Dylan Harper to have a nice 12 to 15 points, and expect Jalen Brunson to have I don't know if you guys are a little, a freak in the bedroom, but you know how you pull out the handcuffs with the fur on it. Well, Stephon Castle is gonna put those on Jalen Brunson tonight, all right? Because he's gonna be locked up and he's gonna get freaked on. Um, I love to see it. The Knicks they make it to the big stage. Spike Lee shaking ass, Timmy shaking ass, Adam Sandler shaking ass. It ends tonight. It ends tonight. I know it's going to be a long series, but this is the beginning of the demise of the Knicks. It's been fun while it lasted. If you're a Knicks fan, go fuck yourself. If you're a Knicks fan base, go fuck yourself. Um, Lakers in 5 next year, Spurs in 5 this year. This is how the cookie crumbles.
Are you done? You done? It looks like Carter might have froze.
Oh no, no, I'm
Oh,
done.
okay.
I'm done.
You done? All right.
I'm done. I'm just sitting here for the bullshit.
What's that one song? Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Guys, it's game one of the NBA Finals. Your New York Knicks are taking on the puny, little, pussy, young bull Spurs, okay? The Spurs who just celebrated their NBA Finals 3 days ago when they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in 7. Okay, let's get this straight. Wemby is great. Dylan Harper is one of my favorite young guys in the league. Stephen Castle is a pineapple head, but he can drive the rim. Even though he turns the ball over every other possession, he can drive the rim. He can play a little defense. De'Aaron Fox, peanut head. Wannabe all-star. I don't know how he became an all-star this year, but he's a wannabe all-star to me in my eyes. He's only a step above CJ McCollum. Guys, this Spurs team, great team. Their time is coming. Their time is not now. The New York Knicks, the veteran New York Knicks, have been through the ringer. They've been through the gutter. They've been through all types of series. They're going to go into this game tonight remembering what Halliburton did to them last year. They're going to go into this game tonight remembering losing to the Jimmy Butler Heat. They're going to go into this game tonight remembering what the Pacers did to them in previous years. They know this is their time, and they might not ever get back here. They're coming with a different energy tonight. I love the Knicks taking game one. I know the Knicks are leaving San Antonio, even if they lose this game. I know they're leaving San Antonio taking one. They're going home. We're taking one. We're taking care of business. And they might rattle off 4 straight. Fuck, I don't know. They rattled off 11. The New York Knicks are a different type of beast. Carter keeps bringing up Stephen Castle. Well, you know who Jalen Brunson had to be guarded by? He had to be guarded by Asar Thompson last year. What did he do to him? Game winner. Go home. Bye-bye, Detroit. He had to be guarded by Dyson Daniels, who is a better perimeter defender than Stephen Castle, and so is Asar Thompson. And what do you do to Dyson Daniels? 35 ball, 38 ball, 33 ball. It's just too easy for Jalen Brunson. Look, you could be physical with him, you could be tall with him, but at the end of the day, he has this. He got this, all right? He a little man with a big
With
heart.
man tits, little man with man tits. But
Little
go on.
man with a big heart and impeccable footwork. Jim
You
Brunson's
said
gonna get
with
the
a
job done.
you
He's
said
gonna
with
put
a
on his
pecker.
cape. He's gonna put on his cape and does what he always does in the clutch. I'm just saying, Knicks, just keep this game close. This is my keys for the game. We're gonna have a little bit of keys for the game. Keep the game close, and that's the only key. Because
Go
in that
fuck
fourth quarter,
yourselves.
I don't care who the Knicks are playing. I'm picking Jalen Brunson every single time. Every single time. Doesn't matter who's it against. Because I've seen him do it time and time again. Look, like I said, the Spurs, young, spunky team. I think they're going to arrive. Just not yet. Just not yet. Wemby's 22. These guys haven't suffered anything, right? They're going with the flow right now. The Thunder, who were down their co-star in Jalen Williams and down their second best ball handler, AJ Mitchell. That's who they got past. And Chet Williams, who puts up 4 points in elimination games. Do I have to say that again? Chet Holmgren, who put up 4 points in an elimination game. If Cat does that, we disown him. Okay? If Cat does that, I'm sending him back to the Minnesota Timberwolves to go play with Ant and Rudy. Okay? Look, this is a different beast. Carter's going to understand that tonight. This is a different beast. For both teams, quite frankly. For both teams. I do think this will be the best team the Knicks have played in this playoffs. And I think this is going to be the best team the Spurs have played in this playoffs. So all in all, jokes aside, I honestly think it's going to be an amazing series. I think it's going to be great. We're going to see a lot of Wemby greatness. We're going to see a lot of Brunson greatness. We're going to see a lot of role player greatness. And at the end of the day, I think the better team will prevail, and I think that team is the New York Knicks. Go ahead, Carter.
No, honestly, I think we should just sit here in silence and debrief all the bullshit that you just spewed out. All right, this is guys. It's just two different levels of basketball teams. One team's led by a 5'8" point guard who struggles with his weight and his self identity. With his dad on the
Says a
sidelines
Luka fan.
talking about his dad is on the sideline talking about, yo, should we pull up on them after the game? And Jalen's like, no, Dad, I don't. I think they're still in high school. But Rick Butson doesn't care. Okay, he doesn't care. That's who's leading your team, a son and a father. All right, let's fast.
What are your
Rick Butson.
Lakers? What are your Lakers? You got
What
a
time
son
are
and a
they?
father. It's just the son fucking sucks. That's the only big difference.
Anywho's,
Okay.
we fast forward to the two guard position. You have Miles Bridges, who I don't know. He comes and goes. It's a cool story. He has big teeth. He looks like a fish. OJ Anunoby, he's the only player on the Knicks I like. He's the X factor to me because he's probably gonna be guarding Wemby. He's a little physical, so that scares me. Then you have Cat. I think he's gonna be the most emotional player in this series. He's gonna see the light. He's gonna see the pressure. And is he hard to watch play basketball. From when he drives, the way his knees look, to his colossal big feet, it just doesn't look proper. Then you have, I don't know, Mitchell. He broke his hand punching a wall or doing something. He's not a shooter, so it shouldn't affect him. But come on, it's name to the other side, JD, which you're forgetting. You have the best player in the NBA right now. Wemby's the best player in the NBA.
He's not, but go ahead.
All right, then you have your point guard, De'Aaron Fox, who's a speedster. I don't know who the hell's going to be guarding him, and I hope it's not Brunson. Or we're going to talk about
Is Fox still in UCLA? Or are we like 10
um
years into the future now?
so guys, I don't know if you guys are good in the culinary arts, but you get some onion powder, you get some garlic, some minced garlic, some barbecue sauce, some soy sauce. You put it in the blender, and now you have a nice marinade. I think that's what's going to happen to Brunson if he's guarding Fox. I'm talking about blender extraordinaire. Then you have the two guard position. You have Stephon Castle, who's, I don't know, light years ahead of Mikal Bridges, who's a defender who can get to the Baja at any moment's notice, who would dunk on someone. Don't forget, he's had the best dunk of the NBA season last year against your boy Hartenstein, who used to be a New York Knick. So the hatred's already there, buddy. Then he goes to three guard, Vassell. He's a dead eye. You have Champagne Poppy, dead eye. You have Kellen Johnson, Coach Kyle product will put his shoulder in your chest and get to the Baja. Guys, then you have Luke Cornett, blocked by Cornett. Come on, it's just too much. It's too good to be true. Bro, you have Jordan McCall. I don't know how to say his last name. Coming off the bench and hitting the three. Who has the better coach? One coach, just keep it a buck. He's a nobody. Another coach is a young prodigy. All right, he's a coach pop prodigy. It is a beautiful story to watch. Knicks, we give you guys an easy route to NBA Finals. We give you the Hawks. We give you the Cavaliers. It's easy. We want to make some money this year, so you're in the finals. But it ends here. It ends here. We can't give you the World Cup and an NBA team championship in the same summer. That's too much for New York. You guys could barely handle fucking a Broadway play without getting ahead of yourselves. So knock it off. I love New York. I was just there last weekend. Great people, dirty people, friendly people, nasty people of all different walks of life. But at the end of the day, you're just not that guy. And I'm here. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Brunson will not average over 28 points this NBA series. He won't have a 40-point game, and he's gonna. By the time summer league starts, by the time the season ends, we're gonna say, "Wow, is Jalen Brunson ever gonna win a ring?" Probably not. Probably not.
All right, now that the Lakers fan is done, we'll get into the nitty gritty. I mean, he started bringing up Spurs role players where, again, good role players. I'm not trying to downplay. I'm not trying to be like Carter and downplay other players. These are good role players. They're just not better than the Knicks role players. OG Anunoby itself, okay? OG Anunoby's put up 30 against the Spurs earlier this year, which, by the way, the Knicks are 2-1 versus Spurs, and one of those games coming into the NBA Cup. And I'm not a big regular season guy, but the NBA Cup was played like a playoff game. All right, and we saw what happened in that game. Brunson took over. Shamit played great. Tyler Kolek, okay? Look, this is going to come down to a chess match. This is going to come down to a chess match. Mitch Johnson, what have you done? What have you done? Mike Brown is a winner. Whether you guys want to say it or believe it, he's a winner. He's won multiple championships as an assistant coach. He's gone to a championship as a head coach. What's so funny? I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you facts. He's won championships. He's been around championship cultures. Like, being in the NBA Finals is what I'm saying is being in the NBA Finals for Michael Brown is not like, oh, this is new. It's overwhelming. No, he's been there over 5 to 6 times, okay? So I know he's going to get his group to be ready and prepared for this, right? We have OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. I don't care about Mikal Bridges' offense. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't care about his offense. Just defend, and that's all he's done all playoffs. He defend, and then he has averaged 19 points this playoffs, okay? So he is getting his points as well, which, by the way, he averages more points than your boy De'Aaron Fox, and Mikal Bridges is a fourth option. So what does that have to say about De'Aaron Fox? You have OG Anunoby, you have Mitchell Robinson, who's a defensive presence. OG obviously going to be on Wemby. And to me, this is going to be the chess match. And Knicks fans, once you hear this, you're going to understand I know ball, okay? Because now you have OG who's not going to let Wemby just back him down. He's not going to let Wemby just pull up in his face. No, he's gonna make Wemby uncomfortable in the paint. He's gonna make Wemby fight for position all the time. So then that's gonna force Wemby outside, making Wemby an outside shooter, right? Of course, Wemby's gonna get his lobs. He's the easiest lob threat, and he's the most dangerous lob threat in the NBA, probably in NBA history, just because of his size. But then on defensively for Wemby, Wemby's gonna have to be guarding Big Cat. He's going to be actually guarding Big Purr. And Big Purr don't be playing in the post no more. Big Purr plays on top of the key, that Draymond role where he's facilitating the offense. So if you have your biggest defensive anchor in Wemby, who's playing on top of the arc, who's guarding the paint? That paint's sweet, baby. That paint is sweet, baby. And OG's getting that dunk. Mikal Bridges is getting that layup. Brunson's getting that pull-up post shot. Look, it's going to be a great chess match, and I think the Knicks are prepared for it. I'm not going to sit here and say the Knicks are going to sweep the Spurs. I'm not going to say the Knicks are going to gentlemen sweep the Spurs. I'm just saying this is going to be a series where the Spurs are going to have to really pull out all their cards. Mitch Johnson's going to have to pull out all his cards. He's not a proven head coach. I don't know what Carter was talking. Mitch Johnson hasn't done shit yet. This is a nice little playoff run, but he hasn't done shit. Mike Brown has been in this league for over 2 decades. He knows what he's doing. He's going to get this group prepared. And Jalen Brunson, look, he could keep calling him fat. He could keep calling Jalen Brunson whatever he wants, but Jalen Brunson's a winner, baby. He's been winning since high school. National championship, 2 national championships at Villanova, won a championship at Stevenson. He's going to win a championship in the NBA, and he's with his Villanova buddies and Josh Hart, who you talking about Keldon Johnson, Kentucky prospect. Josh Hart is someone Keldon Johnson wishes he was. All right, Josh Hart's a 6'4" guard who averages almost 10 rebounds. That's
He's
Hart,
also
baby.
gay. He's also gay. Don't lose
That's
that out.
Hart. He could be gay, he could be zesty, but that's Hart. Win me basketball games. I don't give a fuck. Okay. And I think the Knicks are going to win basketball games this series. I think the Knicks are going to win basketball games. Honestly, think the Knicks beat the Spurs in 6. And that's my final answer.
I would hope the Knicks win a basketball game this series. Because I want to see a good series.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
Can you say with me, Josh Hart is gay? We're not glossing over that. Anyways, what were you saying?
Okay. Josh Hart, effort player. He's going to bring it, okay? He's going to bring it. They're going to leave Josh Hart open from 3. They're going to leave Josh Hart open from 3. Will he make it? I don't know. He was a 42% shooter from 3 this year, so I hope they do leave him open. It's going to be a great chess match. I don't think it's going to be as easy for the Spurs as Barter wants to paint it out. Wemby is not the number 1 basketball player in the world right now. He's not. He's not there yet. There's still games where I've seen, not even last week, I saw a game where Wemby had 19 points going into the fourth quarter, or to end the game. Like, it's just, he's not quite there yet. I know if I put him over 20 points a night, he's probably going to hit the under. That's how I feel about Wemby. So he's not quite there yet, whereas Brunson, I know if I put him over 25, that might be a little prop for you guys. He's going to hit that. He's going to hit that because you know why? Because he knows this is his moment. He's not getting another chance. Most likely not getting another chance. So they're going to leave it all on the table today.
Won't let me out. We're going to be locked up. They won't let. Bro, if Stephon Castle can put Shea with both handcuffs around his ankles.
All right, you weren't watching that series then. Because it wasn't just Stephon Castle. It was team defense because who was out?
Exactly.
J-Dub,
Is Shea better than
Mitchell?
Brunson? Is Shea better than Brunson?
Say it again.
Is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander a better basketball player than Brunson? Yes or no? I just want a yes or no.
No, I'm not giving you that answer because the thing is, you're gonna be like, oh, exactly.
Come on.
You're gonna be like, exactly. But if I put their side to side numbers right now in the postseason, and I didn't give you a name, and you know whose numbers are gonna look better, it's actually gonna be Brunson's because he's more efficient.
Then why won't you answer the question? Did say Brunson's a better basketball player than Shea?
Right now in the playoffs because he's still playing. Yes, he's better. He's better than Shea. And
guys,
again,
say it a little louder. No. Say it a little louder for the over fans.
Jalen Brunson right now is better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
You heard it, guys. He said he knows ball. He's picking Brunson over Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Guys, I want you to remember that whenever we have a ball conversation. Here going first. He said Brunson's better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. You heard it here first.
Yeah. In terms of the basketball that they're playing. All right, Barter just said Wemby's the best basketball player in the world.
He is.
But what are you going based off? What are you going based off?
Once you kill the king,
what are you going based off?
Once you kill the king, you become the king.
Okay.
He has knocked out Anthony Edwards. He has knocked out Shea.
All right, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks knocked out the defending champs last year. Was he the king after that? No, it doesn't work.
Are we talking about last year? No, we're talking about this year. What have you done for me lately?
What have I done? They've won 11 straight and have made every game look like it's another team that doesn't belong with them.
The Hawks are led by a 40-year-old CJ McCollum. Then you knock out the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have 2 fucking playoff disappear. Come on. Come on.
All right, if these opponents were so bad, I want everyone to explain to me why were the Knicks the 4th best odds to even make it out the East? They had the Cavs in front of them. They had the Pistons in front of them. They had the Celtics in front of them. Right? But then once the Knicks, were these teams easy or did the Knicks just make this shit look easy? I think that's what it was because I remember going into the series, everyone was like, Hawks could possibly win this series. I heard that from a lot of people. Hawks could possibly win this series. Then I heard into the Philly, the Sixers, they beat the Celtics. This could be Embiid's year. And then what happens? They get swept. And then going into the Cavs series, everyone's like, Donovan Mitchell finally made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe this is the year. Then what happens? His ass gets swept. All right, so I don't think these opponents were easy. I think the Knicks just made it look easy. There's a big difference between that. Okay, while the Spurs lost a game to the Trailblazers.
We got them, boys.
They lost a game to Trailblazers, and they went 6 games with the Minnesota Timberwolves where Ant was on one leg. Ant was playing at 50%, and Donovan DiVincenzo was out. Okay,
We got
and
him,
then they
boy.
go 7 games with the Thunder, who is missing their co-star in J Dub, who we
Mhm.
all hate on J Dub, but he's a 24 points per game scorer. That's not something that you could just make up. Like he's a 24 points per game scorer, and AJ Mitchell is their second best ball handler. So look, context is everything. I know Carter loves to exclude the context, but the context really is everything. The Knicks made it look easy, and that's why they are on the same level as the Spurs because they showed that the East wasn't on their level.
This is
So
ridiculous.
it's
This
going to
no
be an
no.
awesome finals.
JD, that
Obviously,
was
Barter. You know
ridiculous.
what,
No,
Barter?
you
Give me your
can't.
take.
You
Who
can't let.
wins the series and how many games?
No, I can't let you off the hook, JD.
What it
This
is?
is not what the over is based. No, the Knicks made it look easy because it was easy. Damn near if a 40-year-old LeBron was still in the East, he would have done the same exact thing the Knicks done. It was easy. Let's start with the first series.
Okay, go ahead. You picked the Hawks, by the way, but go ahead.
Yeah, I did pick the Hawks because I'm a hater, but it took you guys 6 games to beat a
And you
CJ
picked
McCollum
you
led
picked Philly
team.
also, but go ahead.
Then yeah, I think Philly because I'm a Knicks hater. All
See,
right, yo,
this is
Joel,
why you
yo,
can't
Joel
get takes
Embiid,
from this guy.
yo, Joel Embiid
This
who's
is why
sitting
you
out
can't get
playoff
takes from him.
games. Yo, Joel Embiid who's sitting out playoff games. Anyone could have swept the goddamn 76ers. Fast forward, you have the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have James Harden, you have Evan Mobley. That's all that needs to be said. Of course you're gonna beat these teams in the East. Of course you're gonna beat
I
these
love how
teams in
they
the East.
say this
It's
now,
not that
but
hard.
this
It's
was
not
definitely
that hard.
flipped before these series
It's
even
not that
started.
hard. Compared to the what Wemmy's had to struggle, fight, and claw out of Western Conference,
One
he has
series.
had to fight. He has had to put both of his hands up and fight and defend for his life. All right, the Trailblazers, hungry, broke owner. They're fighting for their lives. All right, they're fighting to get the coach out of the pen.
We're talking about the
Scandalous
Trailblazers right
code.
now, guys.
All right,
Led
then we
by an
fast forward
IDF
to.
soldier. Look, we're talking about the Trailblazers. Can we be serious here? We're talking about the Trailblazers, brother.
All right, dude, did they play hard? Yes or no?
Not as hard as
They
the
played.
Hawks.
Bro, Sage McCollum. Bro, remember when you told me Nah is in the same category as a young James Harden, who just needs his own team?
I never said he was in the same category.
No,
I said
you
I
said
said Na was playing really well, and he's giving the vibe that he could potentially be like one of those guys that leaves a team and elevates
Uh-huh.
into being an all-star. That's all it's about Na.
and this is a guy who said he knows ball. Nah didn't do a goddamn thing in the playoffs.
Neither
He's right
Jalen
back where he
Johnson.
started.
Neither did your boy
It's
Jalen
not-
Johnson, who you propped
it's
up
not
so
only
much. You were
Jalen-
telling me
no, don't
Jalen
do that.
Johnson's a
Don't do
1A.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that
Guys,
about Jalen Johnson.
he's,
It has nothing to do with him.
this
It
is the
has nothing
same
to do
guy
with
who
him.
told me Jalen Johnson is a 1A who could lead a team to an NBA Finals. Okay? This is the guy who
Okay.
actually thought Embiid had a chance to actually do it this year. This is the
Okay.
guy who thought James Harden, Donovan Mitchell could possibly make the NBA Finals.
Okay.
You can't get your takes from this, okay? And by the way, I like that Carter's saying this because this is what the media was, right? This is what the media picked. Everyone picked against the Knicks, and once the Knicks beat them and dismantled them, they're like, oh, the Knicks should have won anyway. Look, I love it, and I love that Carter's on the Spurs. Like this just makes me this reaffirms to me that what the Knicks are going to do tonight and these next couple of weeks, it's going to be special. It's going to be special. Again, I have the Knicks in 6. I think I've said Knicks in 6 for every single series, so I've only been right once against the Hawks because obviously they're blowing teams out, they're sweeping them. So I'm gonna stay with the Knicks in 6. I could see the Knicks in 5, but I'm gonna be generous and stay with the Knicks in 6. I'll give Wemby and friends a couple games. It should be fun though. Should be fun. I want your prediction now, Carter. Come on, we need it on tape.
Yep, I got the Knicks in 6.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Bro, are we being serious here? Are we being
All right,
serious?
the Spurs are either gonna win this in 6. They're either gonna win this in 7 games or in 5 games.
Okay.
No game 6. Those are only 2.
So you have the Spurs winning tonight and then the next game at home. So they're gonna leave San Antonio 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here first. Obviously, I don't feel like Carter has to really give a reason. He's kind of given it already. You know, he believes Wemby's the best player in the NBA over guys like Jokic, SGA, Giannis.
Giannis.
You know.
Giannis.
Yo, Giannis is going to remind you very soon. He's going to
How
remind
about
not
how
that
about
he's going to age gracefully, but he still has it in him. He's going to remind you very soon. He's not washed. Okay, he'll
you
still
literally
put up
just
30
said
next
Brunson's
year.
better than Shea.
Huh?
You literally said Brunson's better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
I said
The
right
back
now in
to
the
back.
playoffs because right now
No,
he's still
no, that
playing.
doesn't change anything. You just said he's better than him.
Yeah, right now in the playoffs. Yeah, the same way you said Wemby's the best player in the world. So yeah,
He is. He
no, he's
is.
not.
He killed the king.
Who was the
He took
MVP?
his Shea, and guess who
Uh,
killed him? Guess who killed him
That
and took
doesn't
the
make you
throne?
better than the MVP.
Yes, it
It doesn't.
does.
It doesn't
Yes, it
work that
does.
way.
Yes, it
How many times
does.
LeBron won MVP and did not win the NBA championship that year? Did that mean that that person who won the NBA championship was better than LeBron? No, that's not how that
What
works.
is what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? When they knocked off LeBron, when Steph knocked off LeBron, you know what they're saying?
What?
You know what they're saying. This is Steph's world and LeBron's just living in it. So don't hit me with that. You kill
No,
the
I think
king,
we
you
were just saying
become the
Steph had a
king.
better team. That's really what people were
No,
saying. Yes, it
no.
was.
There's one point when they said
No one
no.
was
This
saying
is
Steph was
Curry's
better than
generation.
LeBron, except for
Yes,
Warrior
they
fans.
were.
Warrior
They said
fans were
this
the
is
only ones
Curry's
that were on that.
No, they said this is Curry's generation. LeBron never had a generation. He never had an era.
Okay.
They were saying that. They were not saying this is Steph's era after he beat LeBron. They weren't saying that, and he was back-to-back MVP. They were saying no. This is Steph Curry's era. LeBron, it's over. When Kawhi beat LeBron, they tried to say Kawhi, this is the new guy. Come on now, guys.
We're
What are
not
we
saying that.
doing?
No,
What
we're
are
not
we
saying that.
doing? Then you want to bring up Giannis. How about you make the playoffs? How about you focus on making the playoffs instead of getting your brother a roster spot? Then your fourth brother, then your fifth brother, then your dad a roster spot. Jokic, how about you show up in the game 7? And I know you're over there trying to do research, JD, while while I'm breaking down the
No,
game
I
that
just
we
made
both
I made the
love.
picture
No, no,
bigger.
no, no.
I
I
made the
get it.
picture
I get
bigger.
it. All right, I get it. I get
I don't need
it.
to do research, bro.
No,
I don't need to
I'm
do
done with you.
research. You don't know any numbers.
Wemby killed Shea. He killed Ant. Giannis is a no factor. Jokic is a no factor. Luka is a non-factor. This is Wemby's league. It's Wemby's league.
Okay,
He's
wait,
the best
wait. So
defensive player.
by your I don't know, criteria. I'm assuming since this is the way you go about it. So Brunson's the best player in the East right now.
Yeah.
Okay, see, like
Who else is in the East? Jason Tatum sat up at game 7. He doesn't deserve a title.
okay.
What are we saying? Who else is there in the East? Please tell me.
You said his
I'm
name
waiting.
already. You already said his name.
Who, Giannis? Giannis?
Well, there's Giannis. There's Jason Tatum.
Bro, Jason Tatum, but you don't understand. Jason Tatum sat out of a game 7. He's soft.
There's Cade
He
Cunningham.
doesn't. They barely got past the Magic. He hasn't earned a goddamn thing.
Last
I'm
time I
giving
checked,
Brunson.
this is a team sport, man. Last time I checked, this was a team
Oh,
sport.
now it's a team sport. You have 2 players, you can win an NBA series. You can damn near win an NBA title. That's been the history of the league. That's been the history of the league.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
The
So
league
you
does
wait.
not work.
Are you saying
you can not
Brunson
win
is
an NBA title with one guy anymore? You can't.
Are
do
you
that.
saying Brunson's not the best player in the East? Because you can't have it both ways. Is he not the best player, but somehow still better than Shea? Like you can't have your cookie and you can't have the cake and eat at the same time.
Bro,
You can't. You can't.
you're moving the goalposts with my take.
No, I'm just
if
going
we
off
did if we did player rankings like after the season, there's no way in hell. I don't even if Brunson wins the NBA Finals. By the way, I'm being honest. Even if Brunson wins, I'm still not putting him over Shea. If we're doing player rankings, he asked who's better right now. I'm going with the guy that's still playing and made it to the NBA Finals. That's all I'm saying. And again, Brunson, if you put it side by side, guys, here's some homework for you. Go side by side. Maybe I'll do this art for tonight. And put Brunson's numbers with SGA's numbers in terms of playoffs. And they're going to look identical. Okay? So that's the only reason I can utter that is because I'm like, yeah, he's putting up 30 just like Shea. Brunson averages more rebounds than Shea. Like, what the fuck? And they have around the same around assist totals. And then Brunson's just a little bit more efficient because Brunson can actually shoot the 3 ball, unlike Shea, who's a midi assassin. So, yeah, like, that's all I was saying. But in terms of, like, all right, overall play rankings, I'm not putting Brunson over Shea. Let me make that clear. And then if we're talking about players in the East, I'm still not taking Giannis over Brunson. I'm still not taking Brunson over Giannis. I feel like I'm missing someone. Probably Jason Tatum. I'm not taking over Brunson just yet.
That's crazy. That's absolutely
But I'm also a
crazy.
big Jason Tatum fan.
Yeah, you're not only a
Uh,
fan, you're a stan. I don't understand the Jason Tatum crave. You're
because you
not
don't
a
watch him.
man.
You don't watch him. That's why.
Yeah, I don't
Jason
want to
Tatum,
because
when he's
he
healthy,
sits
Jason
out
Tatum
game
is one of the
sevens.
best
Because he
scorers in
sits
the
out
league.
game sevens. He sits out game sevens, so he doesn't deserve to be watched.
He
Let's keep it
shouldn't
a
have. He
buck.
shouldn't have even played this year.
Wait, once you play, you
He
stand on the
shouldn't have
court
even
and you
played
stand up
this
for
year.
your team.
That's Celtics mismanagement right there.
Yeah,
He shouldn't have
right,
even
right,
played.
right, right.
Okay.
Imagine sitting on game seven. Imagine LeBron, Steph, or KD did that. KD was playing on one leg. He said, "If I pop my Achilles, I pop it. Who cares? I'm going to go ball."
You saying like J Dub sat out Game 7?
No, I said, imagine if Kevin Durant said, no, Kevin Durant did this. He said, "I don't care if I pop my Achilles. I'm going to play."
And he popped his
What?
Achilles, right?
Oh, yeah, no, he did. But guess what? He said, "I don't care. I'm a hooper. I want to play."
Was it
Jason
worth
Tatum
it?
said, "Oh, my
Was it
legs
worth it?
getting.
Was it worth it?
What do you mean if it's worth it?"
Who won that? Who won that series? Toronto Raptors, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so was it worth it for KD to go back and pop his Achilles and then be a detriment to his team later on next season because he didn't play for majority of the other season? Was that really worth it? You actually cost your team. I'm not gonna say you cost them a finals because
so
without
you're
KD they were
picking
most
someone
likely
who
going to
sits
lose.
out, someone who gives up on their team and sits out. You're picking that guy.
Bro, it all
You're picking that guy,
it's all
right?
health dependent,
You're picking.
bro. I mean,
It's all health.
Jason
What
Tatum
does that
shouldn't have
mean?
been back.
You literally
Tatum
say,
shouldn't have been back.
You're picking a guy who said it's a game seven, my leg's sore, I don't want to play, coach. Compared to a Kevin Durant, he said, "No, this is the NBA Finals. I don't care for pops. I'm going to be on the court to give my team the best chance to win." Not only that, Holly B said, "My calf is sore. I don't care. It's a game seven in the NBA Finals. Let me give it a chance, coach." Come on now. Those two examples of people who had the same type of injury and said, "No, hey, this is the playoffs, baby. I'm playing. I get hurt, I get hurt." Jason Tatum, my leg's sore. Kobe texted me this morning and said I shouldn't play. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. Kobe texted me this morning and said I shouldn't play on my sore leg. So I'm gonna sit out and play with Deuce. Bro, get out of here. Jason Tatum's soft, and we're gonna see the collapse of him. We're gonna see the collapse of Jason Tatum going into the future. We're gonna see how just. I hope Jaylen Brown leaves the team, for we can see a team led by Jason Tatum as a sole leader. I'd love to see it. How soft that team would be when your leader is sitting out of a game seven. Not only that, you give a 3-1 lead. What is this? What is this? It's disgusting.
I mean, part of
It's
that's
dis-
part of that's
you
Jaylen
can't
Brown's
defend
fault
that. You
too.
can't defend that. You give up a 3-1 lead. Now you're sitting out a game seven, which you helped cause.
All right. Well, let me play devil's advocate. Okay. Tatum wasn't 100% as we all knew. But yes, like Carter's, I agree with Carter. If you're out there, you can play. I'm not one of those. If you're out there, you can play. But Jaylen Brown, I think, has more to blame for giving up the 3-1 lead. I mean, at that point, he was taking the most shots out of anybody on the team. He was basically leading the team throughout the year, and then loses 3 straight to the Philadelphia Sixers. Like, Jaylen Brown should get way more, I think, flack for it. That's my opinion.
But hey, it's not Jaylen Brown's team. You said it to me. That's not his team.
It was his team this year.
No, once Jason Tatum comes back, that's his team. He's the pride and soul of Boston. He's the choosing son. We can't wait till Jaylen Brown gets out of here and takes his his streaming
I
console
can't wait
with
till
him.
he gets out of here. Yeah.
Also, Jason Tatum's team, and
Yeah,
you
it's
come
gonna be
back for the
Jason Tatum's
playoffs.
team again, 100%, because he's the better player.
Exact. Oh, okay. I guess we'll see.
This is not news, bro. This is not news. Unless you're going by
Yeah,
recency bias and you're now
Bro,
picking Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown has never been better than Jason Tatum, ever.
I guess it. This is not news. We all know how soft Jason Tatum is. You're texting a dead man. Leave him go. You don't have Mama mentality because Mama mentality goes shoots free throws with a torn Achilles, and you talk about my leg sore. You like JD. Bro. I've known you so long. You know what I'm saying. That's soft, bro.
Yeah.
Then to text Kobe, my leg sore. Like, come on.
Wait, that's not what he actually said, right?
I think it happened,
No
but
way he
that's
said
just those are my sources,
Nobody
bro.
fact
Those are my sources. He texted Kobe before Game 7, and Kobe said, "You should play." He said, "I love you, big bro, but I'm not playing." I think that's how it happened. Then he said, "My leg's sore. I'm not playing." Those are just my sources. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. But all I know, Jason Tatum's soft. He's soft. Come on now. See, you guys get me. We're talking about the Knicks and the Spurs, and this man gets me riled up about the Boston Celtics. You see how it goes? It's Lakers and five. It's fuck the Celtics. All right. Jason Tatum is no longer a top 10 player in the league. Keep it in the book. Keep it in the book. This is Brunson's. This is Brunson's conference. Because Brunson at least shows up every night. Brunson at least shows up and give you 25 every night.
He's
He might
also
start off
healthy.
with yeah, he's also more healthier. He also shows up. I'm pretty sure if Brunson had a sprained ankle or even a close to a sore leg, he'd say, I don't know. I just grew up a little bit different from you. I think I'm gonna play. I think Rick Brunson would tell Brunson to play on a hurt leg. Are you kidding me? You cannot make this up, bro. You
Sorry,
cannot make this
Untamed. I
up.
just saw your comment. Untamed commented, honestly, the playoffs finished for me. All I needed was OKC to lose. I won already. Tatum in 8 to 9 years literally has gone 2 to 78 for game winners. All right, I guess you gotta stand in the chat, Carter.
No,
He's backing you with the Tatum hate. I don't
no,
know.
Tatum.
I've always liked
He's
Tatum since
overrated.
Duke, so I'm kind of riding with him at this point. Um, that's kind of
Would you
where I
trade
feel with
Brunson?
Tatum. But what happened?
Would you trade Brunson for Tatum as a Knicks fan?
How old is Tatum? 26.
26 with a torn Achilles in his past, and no heart, no heart.
No, I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Exactly,
Yeah,
no
but
heart.
it's also what Brunson's done for the Knicks. I just can't really do that. There's not a lot of guys I'm trading Brunson away for. But his top comment was that he's just happy that OKC is gone. I kind of feel that, bro. I honestly feel the same way. Like, as a Knicks fan, like, I wanted the Spurs not because I think, the Knicks can beat them. I just wanted the Spurs because I know we're going to actually watch ethical hoops. Like, with the OKC Thunder, I just knew we were going to just watch the whistle work all game with Shea. And it just would be annoying and, like, I'd just be really frustrated by it, and it just wouldn't be fun to watch. So I also agree, I agree with you. Like, I'm glad OKC is eliminated and we're seeing a Spurs versus Knicks matchup. He
Yeah,
says Tatum is not clutch. He needs to be more vocal. Yeah, yeah. He's had like leader problems. I don't. Tatum's he's just not that vocal guy. I mean, we even seen it with the USA team when he was there. He's kind of like the water boy. Like he's not that vocal kind of dominant leader. So I guess that's one of his biggest flaws too. Because
yeah.
guys don't really
Talk about
rally behind him. But
we talk about this in our conference calls all the time. He's corny, bro. He's corny. He's a make believe
he's a
leader.
little corny.
Like from the Texan Kobe thing to hey, like I'm one of the next American top guys up. No, you're not. Because Steph Curry, KD, LeBron, Kobe, Melo, Anthony Davis, even Ant Man coming back with a prosthetic leg and still coming back and playing. Like this is all this. That's what you said. Ethic hoops.
Yeah.
Those are ethic hoopers. I don't care if I'm injured. It's the playoffs or it's the championship. I'm playing. Holly B, American ethical hooper. Jason Tatum, you need to go find another country to represent because you're not that guy. And when Steve Kerr at the Olympics says, I'm not playing you, that should have given us all the information we needed to know. Because he's been around champions. He's been around Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond, Kevin Durant. We're talking about Hall of Famers. And he says, I don't care who you are, just you're not playing. That should have given us all the information we needed. It's right there. He's soft. He has no heart. And to be honest, he needs a co-star to lead a team. He's never been the main star. Jaylen Brown's way more vocal than him, and that's why they don't like him. That's why they want him out of Boston because he's vocal. He stands on something. Let's keep it up, bro. Let's keep it
Steve
above.
Kerr also has an obsession over Brandon Podzinski and didn't play Jonathan Kuminga, but
We all make mistakes.
we all know he also took Derek White over Jaylen Brown for the USA team, but I get it. There's some things with that. I like the way he plays. I guess aesthetically, I think he has a nice game. But Carter, you said that he can't do it. I mean, they already won a championship, bro. Like we can't say that.
Was he the Finals MVP?
No,
Hell
but
no.
was
Hell
Andre
no.
Iguodala was a Finals MVP. Let's stop with all that shit.
Yeah, because he put the clamps on because he guarded the best player in the series.
Okay, that right. But was Andre Iguodala the best player in that series?
He was the
Seriously, was
most
he the best player in
important.
that
He was the
series?
most important.
See,
He was the
you're
most
gonna beat
important.
around the bush, but you know where I'm
No,
getting at.
no, he was the most important.
I mean, they
Come
also
on.
they also gave Jalen Brown the conference finals MVP. I know that's kind of new, but they gave Jalen Brown and Tatum averages like 30, 10, and 8 or some shit. I'm like, bro, how does he not win the
Because
conference
his
finals?
impact is not that crazy. Jalen Brown
30,
is
10, and 8,
guarding the
bro.
best.
Come on.
He's guarding the best defender, and he's also doing his job on the offense. It's different levels of hoops.
Brown has
You
never
have
guarded
a
the best defender.
you have a dog. You have a dog on both ends of the floor. Then you have Jason Tatum, good midi. He's a Paul George on steroids. He's real elegant to watch. But that's not what playoff basketball is about. It's about can you take us to the promised land? Can you step up and tell the team this is what we need it when we need it? Or are you gonna sit back and say, Deuce, can I have a sip of your apple juice? Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing Deuce Tatum too, man. I'm getting tired of
I'm
that
sick
kid,
of
bro.
it.
Like I can't lie.
And
Yo,
he has his
this Untamed in the comments, bro. This really your boy, bro. He said, "I'm sorry, but LeBron deserves 9 Finals MVPs." I feel like you and Untamed would get along real well.
that's actually me in the comment section.
Wait, is it actually you?
No.
I mean, like, bro, why is this guy signing with Carter too so much?
No, bro. That's guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get on the lives, bro. You guys in the chat talking up a storm. We will acknowledge what you're saying.
100%.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
we're gonna read every single comment. Obviously, newer channel, we're growing. So Untamed, we really appreciate you being here. And I agree with you too. We're actually both LeBron stans. We are big LeBron stans on this show. He's the greatest player of all time. And I never got tired of it personally when LeBron was going to the finals every year. Like I like the parody now in the NBA, but like I didn't get tired of like seeing LeBron in the finals every single year. I was actually cool with it.
Yeah, because wasn't it? JD, you remember this? It wasn't it. He might have made it to the finals every year, but it wasn't a cakewalk.
It wasn't
I
with the
remember,
same team. Also, remember.
yeah, I remember those series against the Raptors when he was his second best player was Shannon Fry.
Yep.
Like, though people forget, he led teams. We talked about, oh, bro, what's his name has no co-star, or Anthony Edwards has no help. This man had Tristan Thompson, Jordan Clarkson, and a washed-up Derrick Rose, a washed-up Isaiah Thomas, a washed-up Dwayne Wade. We got to think about some of the teams LeBron has led, bro. And that's
I
one of
mean,
the
even
reasons
that.
to go.
What was it? 09? Was that 09 his first NBA Finals with? That was with Brown, Mike Brown.
Mhm.
Who do you have on that team? Iggy, Varejao. I'm forgetting the one with the headband. Maybe Antoine Jameson. Like that was a horrible team. Like horrible team.
Yeah.
LeBron got them to the finals. But I also think it's a different time now, though. Like realistically, I think in today's NBA, like this is just my take. I'm not saying it's the truth, but I think realistically in today's NBA, you need like at least 2 All-Stars to get to an NBA Finals and probably win it. Like 2 All-Stars with a bunch of depth. I think once you get into the 3 All-Stars, it gets a little crazy because the cap space and now like with the second apron and all this other bullshit, so you're filling your roster out with scrubs. But I feel like with 2 All-Stars, you could fill your roster out and like have a deep-ass 10-man rotation at least and like have enough to actually propel yourself to an NBA Finals. Like that's just my opinion. I think you just need 2 All-Stars.
You either need 2 like all first team, like either first, second,
Yeah.
or third, and like a good supporting cast, or you need 1 legendary player with a hell of a supporting cast. And when I say supporting cast, I'm talking about you have like multiple. This is all examples. You have like multiple Janie McDaniels.
Yeah.
You have multiple like Bruce Brown when the Nuggets won. I'm talking about extraordinary role players who are doing all the dirty work. Then you need like a all out of world body experience by your superstar, like like Steph Curry when they won the finals. You need a sporting cast that's crazy, and you need him to have like one of those moments. But other than that, you can't win it with one. We saw it this year. Like I know we jumped on.
Cade?
JD knows I jumped on. Well, him too. Even Jokic. Jokic didn't have a second superstar, and he got bounced. Like you can't do it by yourself. Even though he could have been better, when you're playing with your supposedly second option, playing like a Houdini and disappearing, you're not even going to make it to the second round. So you definitely need 2 stars to compete. Even with the Thunder now, bro. Chet's not a star. I don't care what first, second team he makes. I don't care if he makes an All Star team.
He
I
should
don't
he
care what
shouldn't have been
his
all team this year. They snubbed Scotty Barnes. I do not know how Chet made it over Scotty
yeah,
Barnes.
bro. Chet is not like there's tiers. You're a superstar. You're a borderline superstar. You're a star. You're a starter, and you're a role player. Chet's just a starter to me.
Well,
I'm sorry,
flip the
but
star and borderline star. They go superstar,
oh yeah, yeah,
star,
yeah.
borderline. I would say borderline like all star, and then like you
Mm.
said, just really good role player, whatever.
And Chet's way, he's heading towards this being a role player if he keeps it up. Over
He
he's
put up 4 points again in an elimination game. He's heading toward the bench. He's heading toward being
I,
a role
I
player.
won't be surprised if he gets traded this season, this off season.
I think they give it all one more year just because they weren't fully healthy. Untamed said in today's game to win a chip, you can't just be top heavy anymore. You need 9 playable rotation and guys. Yeah, exactly. Like it's you have to be deep, obviously because of injuries. Like that's like the number one thing. But like it's just when your starters come off, like when your starters need some rest, like there can't be a huge drop off. Like we saw that OKC lost. I know they lost, but like I think that was OKC's way of winning the NBA Finals last year is where when Shea went to the bench or anybody or J Dub, like there was really zero drop off. So like I think that's how the NBA is headed, and obviously like now with like all this cap shit with the second apron, like I think teams are gonna be built more that way. Just two All Stars. The Celtics did it like 2 years ago. That was the Celtics formula. Obviously, two really good All Stars, everybody that can shoot, like shooters and 3-and-D players around them, and they propelled to an NBA championship, beating Luka. So yeah, and then who was hurt that series for the Mavs? I know someone was hurt.
for for the Luka team.
Yeah, was that Kyrie? Someone was hurt.
I think Kyrie's fan, but
Anyways, well, I think that's just the formula now. And then the Spurs and Knicks are like the perfect example, right? We're literally seeing it tonight. Like Wemby, I think Fox is like a borderline star. I never really liked De'Aaron Fox. I mean, I liked him at UCLA, but ever since he came in the league, I never really liked him. The Spurs have two All Stars technically. Knicks have two All Stars, Cat and Brunson, and then like their rosters is filled with players that can play, like 3-and-D guys, hustle guys. They have a Keldon Johnson. The Knicks have a Josh Hart. So like these guys that like do all that dirty work, like Carter said. Like that's just kind of like the formula to win. So
and you need a good coach.
and a good
You,
coach,
need,
obviously.
you
Yes.
either need you either need a vet or you need one of these young coaches who get hired and make a playoff run,
Yeah, you
like the
can't have like a
Thunder.
Jamal Mosley out there.
Yeah, you can't have someone that has a goatee or a chin strap that small. It's just you're not gonna be able to be in the locker room that long. Speaking of Magic and Mosley, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of off-season work by P5, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I
I
think
think,
Pablo has a great year.
and I hope they make a trade though. Jalen Suggs, I'm sorry, but you need to learn a new city.
I think my only thing with that hire though, I think that Spurs coach is gonna be really good, especially from what all I've heard about him and his like his resume. But like he's like a real defensive coach, and I feel like the
Mhm.
Magic needed offense. Like that's what they needed. Like they needed
Yeah.
offense. Like their defense was already there. Like that's what they already been good at. So I mean, I can
Mhm.
imagine their defense taking another level next year, but like we need some offense in there. Untamed said, "Are you guys on the same boat of if Wemby wins, he's in the GOAT convo, or are you guys on the boat that says one ain't enough? We'll talk when your career is over." Um, I think if he wins and obviously wins Finals MVP, like he's on the trajectory. I'm
Yeah.
not ready to say he's like in there yet. Like I'm just not ready to say there yet. I know he has
Hmm.
an unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. I know he's like only 22, and he in his first playoff run is this would be if he won an NBA championship. Like that'd be awesome. I wouldn't be ready there yet, and it doesn't even necessarily like he has to win a lot of NBA championships, but like let's let him stack a couple seasons. Let's let him win an
Yeah.
MVP. He's probably gonna be there soon though. He's probably gonna be there soon, Tame. But I wouldn't say after this if he wins this. I wouldn't say he's in the GOAT convo yet.
Yeah, I think
Like he's not
you
even
could.
close to Tim Duncan yet. If we're being realistic.
Yeah, but you got to win an off-season off the regular season MVP award to be like considered.
Yeah.
Like you need that award. You need multiple. But if he wins a Finals MVP and a championship this year, this is all I'm gonna say. If he does those two parts and has a moment in the Garden, like I think he will, he's he's already a top 30 player of all time.
I agree. I can get behind that.
Because you got to think, we say it all the time, JD, and in the UFC, once you win the title, that championship experience gives you it gives you a little bit more armor. So I only can imagine into next season he has that championship. Like, oh, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, I'm getting this sponsor in the off season. I'm on that commercial. I'm there in this, bro. He's gonna come back in the next season a demon if he wins the championship and MVP finals. Not only that, his team around him is not going to change that much in the next. They're probably going to have the same squad for the next 2 to 3 years until money starts to get a little funny.
Yeah.
But man, what if he wins? He's top 30, and this has nothing to do with the subject. But back to Jason Tatum. Back to Jason Tatum.
Bro, you can't help yourself.
I think I'm gonna give you three players I think are gonna end up better with a better overall career than Jason Tatum. I think Wemby's going to. I think Cooper Flag, and I don't know. I think someone in this upcoming draft, either Cam Boozer or AJ Dumbasta, is gonna end up being better than Jason Tatum. I don't know. It's just when you think of Cooper Flag and you think about the stories of him scrimmaging with USA, he just seems like I don't know, like a character that's meant to be like a story that's supposed to be told generations down the line. Like, bro, you remember that white boy? Like
You talking about
you
Coop?
said, Captain America.
You talking about Coop?
He lit, yeah,
Okay.
he's literally like you said the other day. He's Captain America. Like, when's the last cold American white boy we had? It has to be him. And as for Wemby, it's Wemby's world. It's only if he can stay healthy and if he stays hungry, and stop, having 19 points in games. Once he takes that leap where and it's hard to say because LeBron and KD never had these issues where like, bro, why the fuck do you have 15 points? Like we never had to say those about those guys. But once he figures out, this goes for Anthony Edwards. Once they figure out, hey, I need to average around 28 to 35 points every night, and I can't have a bad game. Once they figure that mindset, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
But he's top 30. He's top 30.
Yeah, I would agree. Top 30. It's just I'm not trying to rush it yet with Wemby. I mean, he's only 20 what 22. Like, let's
Yeah.
let him stack a couple seasons. Untamed gave his top 10 players of all time. You want to hear it?
Is it? Yeah.
All right, he got. We'll start from 10. He got 10 Jerry West, 9 Bill Russell, 8 Kobe, 7 Shaq, 6 Wilt, 5 Magic, 4 Kareem. I'm seeing a theme here. 3 Timmy, 2 MJ, and 1 LeBron. Our
Wait.
boy on Tatum, he's definitely he an OG lover for sure. He loves the OGs for sure.
I'm saying like we love to support. I hope you're in a chat later tonight. But you sound like you unk. You sound like you unk right now. That's a lot. That's a lot of old heads. Jerry West. Nah, I can't. I agree with your top two, but man, that back of that list, bro, you a unk in the barbershop talking your shit. Heard you. Heard you.
I'm fucking on tape. I'm fucking on tape. He said, I don't
Yeah.
consider regular season awards mandatory. It depends. I mean, MVPs carry a lot of weight, though. Like,
Yeah.
we can't really dispute MVP. Like, MVPs do carry a lot of weight. Like, I mean, if we're talking, like, I know Brunson won a license, but Clutch Player of the Year, yeah, who gives a fuck? But, like, an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, they do stack up your, like, Timmy. You put Timmy at your 3. Like, that's part of the reason Timmy's probably at your 3, you know? Like, all the Defensive Player of the Years he won, you know? 5-time NBA champion. So, but yeah, this is definitely an old head list. Honestly, I'll be honest, Tame. I don't know about Carter. I don't really have a top 10 list yet. That's something we should probably do. That'd be fun. I gotta start thinking right now because I don't really have a top 10. I don't. That's why I'm not trying to disagree with Tame because I don't really have one. So I gotta make my own.
Yeah, we'll come out. We'll have a special stream. We'll do a top 10. The top 10 list. We'll do a whole stream for that or a whole episode. Because yeah, I don't really have. I know for certain like who my top 3 is, but I feel like it changes like for me every other day because I just, especially with these players this generation, man, I think a lot of them are better than the old heads back then, but no one wants to say it because we all want to, like, respect our elders. Like, there's no way you're telling me like and it's hard because players go through different eras in their career,
Yeah.
but there's no way Dwight when he was on Orlando Magic was not better than Bill Russell, or like you can't tell me that, or he wasn't better than like Jerry Dwight
I don't
Howard
know,
on the
bro.
mat.
I don't know.
No, Dwight Howard on the Magic. I don't. He would have put Bill Russell in a pair of red panties and put him in the corner and said, "Go make me money." Oh, come on, let's be honest.
I don't know. There's some tape out there on Bill. There's some tape out there on Bill.
Bro, he was an activist. That's why we love him. Like, come on. I love all the power to the people or black fans out there. But the reason why Bill Russell gets the flack that he gets because he was an activist back in the day, and he had 11 championships. But that man was
It's
not
11
dominant.
championships.
You can get that out of here, bro. Ben Wallace was more dominant than Bill Russell. Giannis is more dominant than Bill Russell. Those are all players better than him. Bill Russell, you have 11 rings. You stood up for your people. Hoorah. That's great to see. We love you. You've done a lot for African Americans in the sports world. But if we're talking about solely what you did on the court, Bill Russell's not cracking the top 10. Let's be honest.
He
Let's be
said,
honest.
he said, I don't got young guys on it yet because they ain't done yet, you know. Jokic is climbing, Shea, Wemby, Brunson. They'll most likely crack my top 15 when it's all said and done. I respect it. I respect it. I mean, but you missed out on like Steph Curry though too, Tame. Like Curry kind of changed the game, and I know Jerry West is a logo. I know he was awesome, but I feel like Curry should probably at this point, like Curry should probably be ahead of Jerry West.
Vince Carter is better than Jerry West. Like, can we just be
Tame,
honest?
that's Carter, bro. That's not me, bro. That's Carter.
No, let's be honest. Jerry West, he pissed me off too. I don't know if you guys watch what was that show on HBO? Showtime Lakers, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Jerry West was an asshole. Jerry West is not better than Dame Lillard. Jerry West is not better than Kobe. He's not better than Tracy McGrady. Hell, it's crazy to say, but he's not better than Luka Doncic. All right, like no, that's a debate. Is you're trying to say Luka is not a better basketball player than Jerry West? I get it, he's the logo. It's Jerry West. Rest in peace. But Luka's putting him in a blender. I think Luka's gonna have a better career when it's all said and done. Like Luka's not even Luka literally just hit his prime. Like, if you're talking about prime years, he literally just entered his prime. And this man is like what,
No,
five?
I think that's Tame's point though. He says he wants to wait till like their careers are kind of like.
No, but you can put him there now. You can put him there now.
I think you could do that with Curry for sure because Curry's already at the tail end. Like Curry like, there's what 2-3 years left.
Curry's top 8. You have to.
I agree. I'll put him there.
His impact on basketball and back to
change the game.
Once again, bro, JD, power to the people. Bill Russell, we like rest in peace. We love you.
Yeah.
Jokic is better than Bill Russell. I don't care how many championships you have. There's no one that knows the game of basketball who's saying Bill Russell's better than Jokic. Those are two different levels of basketball players.
Yeah.
Championship ring culture, this is what's the problem with it. Rings don't correlate to saying you're that much better. Anyone who watches the game of basketball will pick Jokic over Bill Russell 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah. You want to hear his rebuttal? He said, okay, let me ask you another question. It's not individual talent. It's about what you've done during your career. Being better and having a greater career are two different things, though. Yeah.
Jokic had a better career. He's having a better career.
Than who?
Bill Russell. Bro, pull up Bill Russell's averages. He won championships. Hoorah! But this man averaged a triple-double 3 years in a row. He's the most dominant center since Shaq. He also is more talented and better, but he's also having a better individual career. Because what? We're counting career as what do your stats look like? What's your impact on basketball look like? When you think of Bill Russell, JD, am I right or wrong? When you think of Bill Russell, do you say, oh man, his mid-around midi was something else? No, the first thing you bring up is 11 championships. Because that's the only thing you think about when you say Bill Russell. I don't think about his averages because I don't know those shit. I'm pretty sure he never averaged over 25.
I'm looking now, he never averaged over 20. I'm looking right now. I'll show my screen for you guys know I'm not lying. He never even averaged over 20. Hold up. Uh,
No, that's
the
crazy.
most
Because
he's
I'm about
averaged was
to start.
18.9. Yeah, but his rebound, bro. The thing is, the rebounds he averaged was actually insane, though, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What was it?
He averaged 23 rebounds per game one season, 22 another season, 19.6, 24, 23 and a half. Uh, yeah, he just averaged crazy rebound. His rebounding numbers were insane.
So that's bro. That goes back to my point. How do you average that many rebounds, but not average over 20? The hoop is literally right there with your dumbass. Because a lot of those shits were a lot of those rebounds were Angel Reese. See, oh, that's the comp you need to make.
I like your
Bill
response, Dave.
Russell,
That's a good response.
Bill Russell, Angel Reese. Those are the comps we need to start making.
Bill
And
Russell,
those
Angel
literally a
Reese.
lot of those rebounds are just me bounds. Guys, you're not gonna let history get fogged up. We know exactly what was happening back then. There was plumbers, there was nighttime teachers, and there was retired cops in the goddamn league. All right,
Yeah.
come on now.
Tame's real point. I'm not a Tame's real point is just about like you keep going back to like their individual like play, like who was the better player, but he's talking like overall like career and what they've won and like because he said Mike Beasley says he's better than Braun, but what does his career say? Exactly my point. Davian Mitchell's better than Bill Russell, but we're not talking about better. We're talking about give me the Rob Horry's career over Carmelo's. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you're talking about winning, bro. What you're talking about is winning. And obviously Bill Russell won 11 of those motherfuckers. So like it puts him on a different pedestal than a lot of people. Now was the NBA completely different then? And I'm not even talking about play style. I'm talking like even the amount of teams that were in the NBA. Like that was pre-merger and shit. So different, right?
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying though. Like winning is really important.
Well,
And
JD,
what
let's
happened?
let's do math algebra. Let's do basketball algebra.
Okay.
LeBron's championship in Cleveland probably outweigh 6 to 7 of those Bill Russell championships. Like there's championships, they matter, but some of them weigh more than others. So that's how things can get
I feel you.
misconstrued. It.
Yeah.
So Jokic won championship probably weighs probably more than 4 of Bill Russell's championships. Now think about the MVPs, the triple doubles. Like it just it's different. It's different. Bill Russell, you're great, but Bill Russell, you're not a top 10 player, and you're damn near not a top 15 player. Because after seeing you didn't average 20, I can't respect you. I can't respect anyone in the top. You can't be in my top 10, and you can't even average a dub. You gotta average a dub, bro. We're not
I know.
asking for too much.
Yeah. Tame
And you
said
playing
I
it.
never compare eras. That's the thing. I get that though. Like I try to do that. By the way, we do that with the NBA a lot. I try not to do that with the UFC. So like
Mhm.
I understand what he's coming from. Like I try not to compare the eras, but like it's just hard sometimes, especially with NBA. When you look back at like the old NBA footage and then you look at the NBA now, like even bro, even from the '90s, if you watch a '90s NBA basketball game or even an early 2000s, 2005, uh, pre 2010, like the game of basketball looks completely different. Like you have Kevin Garnett shooting long twos, like that. A long two is probably one of the worst shots you can take now in today's NBA. So
Yeah.
like, I know it's hard not to compare the eras. It's just like I feel like sometimes it just feels inevitable to do it.
No, you have to when we're talking about top 10. You just have to
Yeah,
because people love to throw in these old heads in the top 10, and you look at their stats, you look at their what they have given the game of basketball, like the impact. I i never, guys, me and JD, we're like in our 20s, we're young pups, but in my all my years of life I've been to a lot of tournaments, basketball on the blacktop, indoor. I've been to in a lot of basketball environments. I never heard a father or uncle, a player say, "Hey, that guy over there has that Bill Russell prototype." Like I never heard that. I never heard that. I never heard that.
that'd be
But
crazy.
but you see a fat big white boy who can pass the Baja around. You're like, oh, okay, that's baby Jokic. We see it now. People try to put Sengun. People are calling Derek Queen a black Jokic. Like we see what Jokic's impact is. An overweight center who has ball handling skills. Show me a Bill Russell prototype. Like let's wait. I'm trying to guess Who will he be in the NBA today? I'm trying not to be disrespectful, but
Jonathan Isaac,
literally, probably that. It's probably that. That or what's Giannis's brother's name? Thanos.
Costas. He said Thanos. Nah, I get you. I get both points. I get both points. I mean, uh, I
Damn,
also
I
like
hate
I
this
like to
Celtics.
wait too. Like that's why I said with Wemby, I like to just kind of wait. Like I don't like to anoint people so quick and so fast. I mean, because we've
Mhm.
seen that backfire more times than not.
Yeah.
Like I mean, people were calling Paulo the next LeBron. People were calling Ben Simmons, perfect example. When Ben Simmons coming out of where did he go? Did he go to Montverde?
LSU. Yeah.
No, but he went to
Oh yeah,
Montverde
bro.
before
Yeah, yeah,
LSU, right?
yeah.
I remember like when he was playing at Montverde, all the high school highlights and all this shit, and then him going to LSU. Like everyone's like, "Oh, this could be the next LeBron," right? And then how does that turn out? So I never like to anoint people too quickly. Like a lot of these things take time. So I'm with you. I just again I had to disagree with the Curry thing. Like Curry, I think at this point we could say he's top 10. Like safely say he's top 10. He's won 4 championships, multiple MVPs. Will be the leader in 3-point shooting. I think he's going to be top 10. Is he going to be top 10 in points? He's going to be up there somewhere. Um, and to me, Steph Curry's the greatest point guard of all time. Like, I don't know. That's my take.
Yeah.
He said, "Cause it's easy to say Mikal Bridges would average 40 in the 50s, but we just can't talk about these things. Drummond in his prime, maybe a Bill Russell comp of current play. Oh, Drummond in his prime. Yeah, you're right.
I like
Drummond,
that. I like
Drummond,
that.
I
I
like
like
that.
that.
Drummond in his prime was like a rebounding beast, like for sure,
Yeah.
100%.
I like that. I like that comp.
That was a good comp.
But,
That's much better than
but
Jonathan Isaac. I was
my
trolling a
ca-
little bit tame with Jonathan Isaac. I'm not gonna lie. I
yeah,
was
yeah.
trolling a little bit. Get that guy to the Knicks though. I want Jonathan Isaac. Magic about to release him.
I think he's released already.
Is he released?
Man,
That'd be
I'm
a good
surprised no
pickup.
one would trade for him. But he's making some money though.
Tame, if you're listening right now, bro, we're gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon, but we want to hear your take. Who do you got? Spurs or Knicks for the NBA Finals? We gotta know your take. Obviously, I'm a Knicks fan, so I have to go with the Knicks. Carter is going with the Spurs in 5, right, Carter?
Yeah, either in 7 or 5.
It's honestly, to be completely honest, bro, as a Knicks fan, it's so hard to envision the Knicks actually winning. Like, I'll be honest. I have a lot of Knicks fan friends that are like, oh, like, this is the year. It's so hard for me to envision the Knicks actually win it because I've never even seen them
No,
in
I
the
can see
NBA
it. I
Finals.
can see it.
Like, I hope they do. I really hope they do. It's hard for me to envision it. Like, I've seen the Spurs win an NBA championship before.
Close out game in the Garden. The last 5 minutes, everyone's standing up. It's almost Game 7, like of the Warriors and Cavs. Brunson's going bucket for bucket. Wemmy's doing some freakish shit on both floors. Wemmy fucking they lose. Wemmy's crying. Everyone's saying, "Oh, this is Wemmy's league." He's about to
Yo, my
go in
boy
demon mode.
Tame's a real one. He said Spurs in 6. I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
but since you're a Knicks fan, I'll root for the Knicks just for you. I appreciate that, brother. And he's a Celtics fan, bro. He's a Celtics fan.
Oh, he is. Damn, bro. My fault
Yeah.
about the Jason Tatum
No, I
stuff.
don't think he likes Jason Tatum though, because
Okay,
he
okay,
came in
okay.
saying Jason Tatum was like 2 for 78 on game winner. So you wouldn't say that if you really like Jason Tatum. You keep that in your back pocket if you like Jason
Yeah,
Tatum.
I tell bro. Tell your homies, your friends to come on the stream tonight, bro. We're gonna get wild.
Yeah,
This
Tame.
all
We are
about.
streaming tonight after the game. We just wanted to do like a preview of the finals, but like right after the finals, we're gonna stream. It won't be too long, but we're gonna talk about the game, see what happened. Um, appreciate the support though. Appreciate your support. You know I'm a Tatum fan though. You know I'm a Tatum fan. Barter, any last closing remarks before? I mean, we are like what 3 hours, 2.5 hours from tip off.
Yeah, guys. This was a fun stream. We're gonna try
It
to do
was.
more of this every Wednesday. Do a little afternoon stream for you guys because it gets quiet during the off season. So we're trying to bring the element of entertainment, some good debate, some good dialogue. In the summer, around this time, we're gonna have summer league games going. So we're just gonna have a lot of content happening every Wednesday. But yeah, make sure you join the stream tonight as we do a recap of Game 1. We're gonna talk the real pure ethics of hoop and how Game 1, um, what happened in Game 1 and who won and who did what and who didn't do what. So make sure you tell your wife, your girlfriend, your friend, your side piece, your son, your daughter, your grand folks to like, comment, subscribe, and join the stream tonight. But that's it, folks.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, Tame, appreciate you hopping in. Barter, I'll see you soon. And this has been The Over. I'll catch you.